Hey Virgo, let's get into your read. Remember to take the messages as they resonate and apply specifically for you in your life. I could be talking about you or someone incorporated in your life. Also, please like, share, subscribe, support me, support the channel, comment something. Help get these messages out to as many people that need them just like you. All right, so, excuse me. We are doing what you need to know in love and why it's all possibly happening and some advice. So for what you need to know, you have worth waiting for in reverse. It says divine timing is at work in your love life, but it's in reverse. So what that is telling me is something is already happening. So you have the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star, all major arcana. So something has definitely happened. A new cycle has definitely begun, and I see y'all pushing forward. And whatever this new opportunity is, this is a whole new phase. A whole new phase. I was going to say faith, but this is a whole new phase, a whole new situation that is going on. Whether this is pertaining to love, actual love, although this is a love read, my reads are more about the depths, the in-depths of things underneath the surface. I don't do shallow messages or reads, so it's deeper than just love between two people. This could also be love within oneself, love within someone's household. It's Anyway, take the messages as they resonate, but whatever the case may be, okay, and it's not going to be the same for everybody. I see there's a new cycle that is happening and that is willing. I'm hearing willing you, willing someone here more to faith, more to healing, more inspiration. I don't know if y'all are being inspired by others or others are being inspired by you, or it's a little bit of both. But I do see that there's a lot of healing going on, and this is a whole new transformation, a whole new cycle. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, this is a cycle that I'm hearing the cycle of a lifetime, the change of a lifetime. This is something that a lot of you is very new for a lot of you. You haven't been through this yet. You haven't experienced any feeling or anything like this, or any opportunity or any person like this. It's going to be very different. This is a whole new cycle. And whether you're going through this now, experiencing some effects of it right now, or you will be soon, this is what's going on, and this is what's coming in for the ones who's not experiencing this right now. But you have worth waiting for, and I feel like the wait is over. The wait is over. So, oh, I also feel like a lot of y'all self determination and willpower. Okay, that's where I was getting that willing y'all through. But I feel like a lot of y'all self determination and willpower is going to be increasing if it hasn't already. And some ways, for some reason or another, and it's going to be different for everybody. Y'all will be being pushed towards healing in certain areas that y'all still may need healing or work on. Y'all will be pushed towards growth and doing better in whatever ways y'all feel like y'all could evolve in. Whether this be within yourself or within a connection that you may be in or getting into. But I see a whole lot of self determination and willpower. I see a whole lot of changes, a whole lot of things changing, whether this be in your life personally or around your household. Just in general, there's going to be a lot of changes. There's a whole new cycle up ahead for you, Virgo, if you're not going through this already. For what I saw happening, you have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So for some of you, this is definitely pertaining to a connection. For others of you, this is pertaining to a connection within yourself. This is about you getting to know yourself more. This is you deepening the bond with yourself. And if you have kids, this could be you deepening the bond with your children or just family members or certain friend circles and social groups, whatever. But for those that are in a commitment and with someone, I'm seeing you got the Empress, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Swords. So there could have been a pregnancy. Someone here could have conceived with someone else, and maybe I'm getting somebody here could have potentially felt like they moved a little too fast in this connection. They moved a little too fast in this relationship, and they don't really understand each other because there's always petty arguments or certain arguments and somebody feeling like someone is deceiving another because y'all don't, whoever this is resonating for, y'all don't really understand the depths of each other. Y'all didn't really take that time to truly get to have certain conversations and truly vet each other in order to see, the deeper sides of one another. So there could be a whole lot of arguments between two people here because of that. For others of you that are not in a commitment right now at this point in time, this could literally be this could literally be about you, someone here being unaware of themselves, being unaware of those aspects of self that need more attention, moving too fast to do things that you would think would help you prosper and succeed, but maybe you don't know any better. Maybe, you're utilizing the tools that you've been given, and maybe it's not enough to get you to that next level, and you keep trying over and over and over and expecting a different outcome, and nothing new is coming about. Whatever this is, I guess somebody here is moving too fast, or has moved too fast, or feels like they've moved too fast within something pertaining to their lives, within something pertaining specifically to their life. Okay. And if you don't if you don't know how to get through something without argument, without deception, without dissatisfaction, take a moment. Take a moment. I'm getting this specifically for somebody. If you don't have a journal, man or woman, okay, don't let society deceive you about the cliches, because as much as something may sound and or be cliche, Virgo, I'm here to tell you, it has a lot of power and it works, especially particularly when it comes to healing, when it comes to doing inner work and when it comes to self-growth. Okay, so get a journal. If you don't have a journal or don't want to get a journal, that's fine. Get a pen and a piece of paper. Get something, okay, that is usable and you can write with. Sit down and make a list. On this list, write, it can be any number you want, from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. Make lists. Write as many things, pros and cons, the good and the bad. For those who don't know what pros and cons is, pros is good and the cons is the bad, okay? Write as many things as you can think of when it comes to yourself. What are the pros about you? Meaning, what do you like about yourself? What are the cons about you? Meaning, what do you dislike about yourself? What are certain aspects that you would like to change or do better on, should I say? Make a list, okay? Once that list is complete, this next part is specifically only for those who are in a commitment, in a partnership, connected with someone that they are serious about and want to do the work, okay? The second part is only for those connected with someone else. On the back of that paper, do the same thing. Pros and cons for your partner. Write down the good things, the things that you like about your partner. And on the con side, write down the things you dislike about your partner. Now, here's where communication, if you are connected with someone, here's where communication is going to come in at. Your partner is going to have to do the same thing. He or she is going to have to do the exact same thing. On one side, write the pros and cons about themselves, and on the next side, write the pros and cons about how they feel about you. When these two lists are done, only specifically for the people I'm talking to right now are connected with someone, okay? When these two things are done, y'all are going to have to come face to face, have a sit down. Y'all are going to have to be willing to bring honesty. open communication, and listening with intent rather than to just speak. Okay? So y'all will have to have a deep, meaningful conversation about your pros, your cons about yourself, your pros, your cons about him or her's pros and cons about themselves, and him or her pros and cons about you. And y'all are going to have to find out the root issue. In those lists, y'all can start checking off what can be worked on. What from easiest from least to greatest. So easiest to the hardest, the most difficult things. I'm not going to say hard, but challenge. And the most challenging things. Cross out what y'all will start with first individually. Because in order for two people to work together, those two people got to be willing to work on themselves separately, even though they're still together. So you got to be willing to do the work, Virgo, that is required of you to become better, and they got to be willing to do the work that is required of them to become better. And as y'all continue to do the work on yourselves, your connection begins to level up together. Get what I'm saying? Get what I'm going here? So work is required is what I'm saying to you if you are connected. Now, if you're not connected, do the same thing with the pros and cons list and everything I just said. Do it with yourself. Have this honest conversation with yourself. It's time to ask yourself the hard questions and be able to really sit and think about those questions so you can answer the hard questions. And then once you figure out where your triggers stem from, or what it is that you can do better on, or what it is that you want to do better on, that's what you start working on from least to greatest, from the least challenging to the most challenging, and watch how your life starts opening up beyond certain measures and opportunities that you could ever have imagined, and even certain things that you're manifesting that you may not be getting right now because you're not aligned with them. All right, Virgo. Like, I hope that wasn't a lot for y'all. Because it's I get that it's easier when you know you're being hands-on rather than just being taught verbally, but some people are verbal learners. Me personally, I am definitely a hands-on learner, and I know some people who are auditory learners, but that's the best way I can explain it for you. And you can save this video, share this video, rewind this video as many times as you need to in order to understand that part. Okay. But that's what that whole section is saying to me, Virgo. Next, you have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. You have the Tower in reverse, Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. Okay, so it's like, all right. For those who are connected with someone, okay, y'all may be feeling somebody here. I don't know if this person is feeling this way about you, Virgo, or you're feeling this way about them. Put it where it fits. But somebody here is feeling as if there's attraction there. There's familiarity there. You know, there's a lot of similarities, a lot of feelings of a strong bond, strong feeling, strong attraction, a strong connection, right? But somebody is feeling that somebody's thinking about wanting to possibly be single, thinking about, you know, if this is a good idea, if they want to continue to move forward with the connection, or should they just be single from the connection altogether. I'm hearing because being single is so much easier than this shit. Okay. Somebody here could very well be feeling that way because somebody is feeling like things may not be changing. Things may be feeling stagnant and stuck, or at a delay, or at a crossroads right now at this point, and somebody's feeling like they just need a break, or they could use a break. Maybe somebody's feeling like somebody here is too held back and standoffish, maybe a little cold towards them, or this is somebody feeling like they need a break from the situation, from the relationship, from the connection, to get their mind together. Somebody could be feeling rejected, could be feeling left out in the cold, could be dealing with abandonment issues. There could be some codependency issues here, Virgo, in the connection. Somebody could be feeling unappreciated, unseen, unheard, or even sometimes unloved if it goes that deep, right? But normally when it could be one or two things. Now, one, somebody could be feeling this way because maybe it's true. Maybe the other person in this connection is kind of cold, is kind of standoffish, um, does have a hard exterior. And on another end, it could be the fact that somebody is taking things the wrong way. Somebody is taking certain characteristics about a person the wrong way because reality, um, they mean well. This is just like who they've become or who they've become accustomed to being, and this is their nature. This is in their nature. They had to be this way for so long, they don't really know no different, so they don't mean any harm. But at the same time, things can be adjusted and changed, and they wouldn't mind working on these things if it was brought to their attention. But a closed mouth don't get fed, and if something is not brought to someone's attention, how can someone here expect someone else to be a mind reader or to be psychic? I don't care if this person was the most spiritual person in the world. Like, nobody's a mind reader, and nobody should be expected to be a mind reader. That is where open, honest communication comes in. So it could be either one or the two. And a lot of times, for the second one I just mentioned, somebody could be feeling that way because maybe there's someone here that requires more attention than they're getting. Maybe there's someone here that only requires this attention because maybe they've had abandonment issues. Maybe they've had problems or difficulties or challenges with abandonment in the past, and they feel like a little left out in the cold and a little abandoned now here in the present. And that is because whoever this is resonating with has yet to confront those triggers, and is spilling over into this new connection with this other person, the one who didn't abandon you. For some of you, not all of you, because for some of you, maybe you're dealing with someone that was on and off, and you still have those built up, pent up tension with inside of you towards this person, and y'all just haven't reconciled that situation. But it's a lot of messages I'm getting here, Virgo. Please try to keep up. I'm trying not to make this longer than it has to be, but I don't come here to bullshit. So if I receive certain messages, I'm going to speak on them. Okay, but I'm getting it's a whole lot going on here. Like, from abandonment issues to wanting to take a break, possibly, to going back and forth, wondering if this is even worth going through with. Moral of the story that I'm getting here is whatever y'all got going on, especially if you're connected to a person, this is a potential soulmate. This is someone that you are meant to go through life with. This is someone that you're meant to go through obstacles and challenges with. And I see that this is something that, to me, what I'm saying is, I'm hearing worth the wait, but it's also worth the work. This is a situation that's worth the work, whether this is you working with someone else or you working on yourself. Matter of fact, no, I take that back. This is worth the work with this person and on yourself. Because as I said before, the more you do the work on yourself and the more your person does the work on themselves, if they're willing, the more your connection only gets stronger and more inseparable. And for those who need to hear this, you have to be sure that you're with someone who's willing to do the work. And I'm gonna tell you, one way of getting somebody to do the work on themselves is not by pointing fingers and saying you need to work on this, you need to do this, I think you should do that. No, it's by working on you and letting that person see you work on you. You ain't gotta keep announcing, well, I'm gonna go over here and work on it. Just do the work. They'll start to see it in the repetition in your patterns. They'll start to realize that you're outgrowing a lot of shit that used to be toxic or that used to excite you at first. But now you went to something new. You want to some new, more grown, more mature shit. And it's only going to leave one or two things for them to do, Virgo. It's going to leave one, for them to start growing the fuck up too, doing the work they need to do so they can vibe with you. Or it's going to leave two, them no. I said that wrong. Or it's going to leave too. You outgrowing them because they're too lazy or they just don't want to do the work. And then you aligning and vibrating higher towards a whole new, better option, opportunity, abundance, all of that. It's one or two, there's no in between. But you got to start somewhere. Okay. So here, whoever it is here that has abandonment issues or is still dealing with certain traumas from the past, excuse me, that's the one that's bringing the codependency. Whether this is something you've experienced with this person or just from the past, it still has to be worked on and dealt with. And I don't know who need to hear this, but when you forgive someone, forgiving is literally forgiven and never bringing it up again. It's not forgiven and then later on down the road something triggers you again and then you bring it up and throw it right back in this person's face. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is you allowing it to be what it is after you decide to say, I'm staying, I'm not going to leave, and you forgive and you don't bring it up anymore. That is forgiveness. And if you feel like you can't do that, you're not willing to do that, it's time for you to move on and take a whole new different path. And what I mean by different path is sit with self so you can heal. So you can heal and stop bleeding on other people who didn't cut you. Don't go jump in a new relationship. Don't go start talking to other people to take your mind off of this person. No, you're going to have to sit with yourself. Start talking to yourself so you can work on what you need to work on. Easier said than done, but it's doable. Because anything else you decide to do, it's only going to become a repeated cycle. This can mean two things. Either you're starting something new and something old is ending, or you're just going round and round and round in a circle. Which one do you want, Virgo? Which direction you trying to go? Next, you have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Four of Wands, Three of Cups, Nine of Swords. So allow things to go how they're meant to go and stop trying to control how the narrative happens. I don't know who that's for, whether it's for you or for someone else. And when it comes to someone else, don't allow them to control what the fuck you got going on or how you want to move or how you want to live because it's your life, Virgo. Put it where it fits. Somebody here could be feeling stuck in something, stuck in a rut maybe. Somebody here could be stressing the fuck out a lot at night. Maybe somebody is losing out on sleep due to whatever the situation is or whatever feelings or emotions they got pent up. And maybe, this person has a busy life in the daytime and they feel like at nighttime is the only time they really get to think. But when they start thinking at night, that shit goes into overload and gets to overworking because they got so much on their mind, so much on their plate that they barely get to think about and sit down and work with. Now it just piles up on them at night, so they barely get any rest. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't give a fuck what it is, Virgo, whether it be a person, place, habit, job, or thing. Cut the shit out or cut yourself some time away from it in order to take the time that you need to clear up whatever this shit you got going on here. And for me to say you, this could very well be some of you. For others of you, maybe it's vice versa. I don't know. But put it where it fits. Somebody here stressing the fuck out and got a lot on their plate, a lot on their mind, a lot of responsibilities, and they barely get any rest. Okay, I don't know if this is about a union, about a connection, about a marriage, or a long-term commitment, or just a household. Maybe it's their stability. I don't know what this is about. It could even be about, like I said, a particular person, a friend. Maybe somebody has a crush on a friend. Maybe somebody really like. It could be about anything. Whatever this is about, Virgo, it's time to put your mind at ease and put your mind to rest. I don't know if somebody's feeling like they want to take a chance in a new direction and do something new, but they don't know how. Maybe they feel stuck somewhere maybe they feel stuck with someone else. I don't know. Whatever this is, though, I'm here to tell you, you're not stuck. Let go of control issues. That's the only reason why some of you are feeling stuck, because you're trying to control the narrative in some way, shape, or form. You're so You're so worried about and focused on how things will possibly work out if you was to go in this direction, if you was to make this move, if you was to do this, or if you was to say that. You're so focused on what will happen after that. Let go of control issues and just let it be what the fuck it's going to be. Go try. Give it a try. Give it a try. Then after that, you start thinking about your next move. But right now, how can you make plan A, B, and C? That's just means to say that you believe that plan A is never going to work in the first place. And you done already fucked yourself up with that. That's why I don't believe when people say 25, 25, as I just said that. That's why I don't believe when people say, oh, I got a plan A, but if plan A don't work, I got plan B. If plan B don't work, I got plan C. Well, you don't even really have faith in plan A in the first place. So maybe it's not going to work because you already focused on plan B and plan C. So you got to divide your attention into all these other many fucking plans when really you should just be focused on plan A and put all your effort and attention into plan A. And let's say plan A don't go as planned. Well, guess what? Now you know that you've given it all you've got, and you could rightfully so move the fuck on and try plan B and see how that go. And if that don't work, then you make a plan C too, and then you see how that go. But making a plan here, plan there, your attention gonna be a little bit everywhere, whether consciously or subconsciously, Virgo. So whatever this is about, get out your head and go ahead and do whatever the fuck it is. Take the risk and find out where it leads you to. I got this white shit here, y'all. Y'all know I hate that. I can't stand it. That's why you gotta make sure you get the right lip gloss, cause I don't like that. All right. I hope y'all properly got that message. Now you have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the usual type and expectations, but it's in reverse. You got the King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the King of Cups. So it's telling me that your soulmate is most likely not going to be what y'all expected, but there's still going to be attraction here. Excuse me, because you have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type, and it's in reverse though. So it's also letting me know that although there's some attraction here, there's someone here still unsure about whether they're really attracted to this person because they have feelings for them, or are they really attracted to this person only because this person may potentially be a stable person. This person may be a stable partner, maybe more of a stable partner than they've ever had. So I got somebody here is trying to figure out their feelings for somebody here because their person is not the normal type that they would usually go for. So they're trying to figure out, do I really fucking love this person? Like, do I have real emotions for this person? Or am I just attracted to, their stability, what they have? Am I attracted to what we could possibly have as a partnership? So I get like somebody here could be looking at the situation as in like just on a business partnership aspect rather than in a loving, emotional, deep connection aspect. And somebody's in conflict here. But I'm here to tell you, Virgo, if any of us were with 2828, as I said that, okay, if any of us were attracted to the person that we're actually meant to be with, and I said that wrong, because of course there has to be some attraction, right? But if who we were supposed to be with were our type that we would normally go for, I wouldn't be doing this right here, because we'd all be with somebody right now, happily with somebody. I ain't talking about the people that's with somebody just to say they with somebody and they miserable as fuck behind the scenes. No, I'm talking about literally we would all be happily in love in La La Land with our person if we were meant to be with our usual type. The reality of it, how I'm starting to realize and see shit, is a lot of things that are good for us, we really don't be wanting. Maybe because it's boring, too peaceful, or too different from what we know and what we've learned and come to know. And whole time if we give it a chance, if we open our hearts up to receive and we open ourselves up to these new possibilities and opportunities, whole time, it be the best opportunity, the best love, the best connection, the best everything that we ever had, that we ever knew, that we ever even felt like even existed for us. Give your person a chance. Give this connection a chance. Give yourself a chance. You deserve love. You are lovable. Open up to new possibilities and opportunities. Why keep taking yourself through shit that you know you fucking hate? You know for a fact you're not going to be happy doing this, doing that with this person. You're not going to be excited. You're not passionate about this shit. Why do you keep doing it? It's always good at first until it's not. Then what? You saw them whining, crying, and bitching, moaning, and groaning because it's not what you expected to be. Well, you have someone here that may not be what you expect them to be, whether their looks, whether their lifestyle, whether how they are, how they speak, how they communicate, how they treat you, whatever the case may be. There is something different about this person. Give it a chance. See what that difference is about. Maybe that's how you open yourself up to these differences and understand, like, oh, okay, I didn't think that I would like that, but shit, I'm digging the fuck out of this. It happens. Let it happen. Give yourself a chance. Work on what you need to work on within yourself. Keep healing, whether you're in a relationship or single. Keep healing. There is always work that needs to be done. And if you feel like you've reached a point that you don't have to do no more work on yourself, I've learned that that means you're the fucking problem, not the next person. I'm just going to keep it funky with you. There's always work that needs to be done, no matter what level you have reached. No matter whether you're single or in a connection, there is always work that needs to be done. Do the work that you need to do and have open, honest communication with your partner. And please be willing to listen to them. Listen to understand instead of listening to make a point. It'll get you much further, I promise you. All right, you have opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean, and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Stop stressing. Stop worrying. Whatever this shit is about, y'all could very well be stressing about how something is going to pay off for you, how things are going to work out. The universe is letting you know everything is within alignment. So all you need to do is focus on the work that is required of you and let the universe, which is the things that you can't control, let them have that. Let them have that. Focus on what you can control. That is working on your healing. And if you're in a connection, working on your connection. If you have children, focusing on your children. Spend more time with the kids. Get more in touch with your feminine and your feminine inside, whether man or woman. Have some fun. Get more in touch with your playfulness, with your inner child. Have some fun. Live a little. Virgo, I done talked y'all head up for 33 minutes. I think I'm about done. I got other reads to do, and I did not mean to stay on this long, but somebody needed this message. So whether it helps one, a few, a couple, several, I'm just glad that I did my part, and I hope that I did my part, okay? I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next read when I come with the next read. Until then, please like, share, subscribe, help get these messages out to the people that need them just like you do, and I'll be back. Bye.